You're now watching a clip from the Inspired by show. You can watch the full episode on our YouTube channel or listen on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. So make sure to head over there, leave us a 5-star rating if you enjoyed it, and follow the show. And I think a lot of people, there are some people that are really driven to be entrepreneurs, like born to it, always wanted it. And there are others that I think fall into it, right? So I'm curious, because you help so many entrepreneurs. Do you think everyone has what it takes to be an entrepreneur?
I believe you can learn anything, right? So this annoys me, actually. You've hit on one of my bugbears. I love GaryVee, right? But there's a few things that fly around the internet, content of his, where it says, if you didn't sell something by the time you're 12, you're not an entrepreneur. Like, that's rubbish. I didn't sell something when I was 12, but that's because my environment, my parents, they weren't taking me to car boot sales and to sell things. I didn't have an online account where I could sell something on eBay. That doesn't mean I'm not entrepreneurial. That doesn't mean I can't learn the skills. So that's my view on it. Yeah, there may be people that have fallen into it. I think for the most part, a lot of those fall into the freelancers, basically the people who are self-employed. So let's say when I first did it, I was setting up people's lead magnets and email marketing funnels. Well, that's something I might have done, I might have managed as part of my corporate job. And then I was basically being paid to do that, almost like on Fiverr or something, that kind of thing. And I think then you fall into it. But that doesn't mean you can't train yourself out of that to becoming an entrepreneur and becoming an agency owner, where you outsource a lot of that, which is what I started to do. So I believe you can learn it. You can learn absolutely anything. So if you're sat there thinking, you're checking that, there's blogs where they say there's 7 skills to becoming an entrepreneur, and you've either got them or you haven't. And you're ticking them off thinking, oh, I've not got what it takes because I don't have number 7. Like, ignore it. It's BS. It's just there to plant a seed. It was just clickbait probably to get you to click on it. And let's face it, the GaryVee clip that gets shared around, it gets a lot of views because people are like, have I got what it takes? It's just a great hook. The reality is you can learn anything. I'm on this journey. I haven't done it right. I have had months where I've hardly made anything, where I've done loads of work for free just to get testimonials. I've done coaching for free. Like, it doesn't matter. You can change up, learn something new, a new strategy, whatever it is, you can figure that out. And yeah, I believe you can learn how to be an entrepreneur. But a lot of that comes back to the things we talked about: accepting personal responsibility, making choices, learning to give up and let go, learning how to basically spread your message, focusing on why you want to do something, and the what, whether you deliver that in a membership, a digital product, a one-to-one coaching course, all that's changeable. It's so changeable. And what we're seeing is, in the world, we're seeing, different types of products fly in different markets. It's all going to change.
Yeah, exactly. And if you look back at some businesses, like let's say influencers nowadays, right? And I've got nothing against them. I buy a lot of stuff and I'm like, oh, I've been influenced. It's worked. If you look, say, 20, 30 years ago, somebody trying to do that in their own home, okay, before social media existed and so on, people would be like, oh, that person's never going to make money. Nowadays, they can make millions, you can get 10 million followers like that if they're doing the right thing. So I think, like you say, it has to be changeable. One of the things, because I totally agree with you, and I used to always think, oh my God, I'm broken. I'm never going to be good enough to be in business. And I've actually many a time, very honest, questioned going back to work, going back to the corporate world, many a time. I've spoken on stages in front of hundreds of people and gone back into the green room afterwards and gone, I think I'm going to go back and get a job. Because I've always thought to myself, am I good enough? Do I have what it takes? Because there's so many people that are saying that they've always wanted this. And I think a lot of people have a mask on, and actually all of us have wobbles. All of us have to learn new things. But like you said, we can learn the skills. And I often think as long as we've got the behavior and the attitude and the hunger to do it, we'll make it work.